Hello and welcome to Express News. In the next half an hour, we'll get you all the latest news and updates. My name is Abhishek Mahajan. We'll start with the top story. Prime Minister Narendra Modi along with Seychelles President Dr. Patrick Armeni addressed a joint press conference on Monday. PM Modi said that India-Seychelles partnership is entering a new phase with India-Seychelles joint vision. During the joint statement, PM Modi noted that India has extended $175 million special economic package for Seychelles to support concrete projects in areas such as social housing, e-mobility, vocational training, health, defence and maritime security. Addressing the joint press, Seychelles President Armeni said that both nations have shared vision on cooperation over the next 5 years as Indian Ocean states' maritime security and regional stability remain central to the relationship. India and Seychelles exchanged 7 MOUs in the presence of Prime Minister Modi and the President of Seychelles, Patrick Armeni, at Hyderabad House on Monday. Earlier, Prime Minister Modi met the visiting President of Seychelles at Hyderabad House in New Delhi on Monday during a state visit to India. Prime Minister Modi held a bilateral meeting with the President of Seychelles at Hyderabad House. The two leaders also held delegation-level talks discussing regional and international issues of mutual interest. India's External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar called on the visiting dignitary as maritime neighbours. Jaishankar said that he values his support towards advancing Vision Mahasagar for economic prosperity and security in the region. President Armeni also paid tribute to the father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi, by laying a wreath at his memorial in Rajghat on Monday morning. Dr. Armeni is on a 6-day visit to India and arrived in New Delhi on Sunday. In continuation of 9th edition of Pariksha Pe Charcha 2026, Prime Minister Modi had an informal interaction with exam warriors from various cities across India. During the session, Prime Minister shared insights on exam preparation, stress management and other challenges faced by students appearing for board examinations. When asked about India becoming a developed nation by 2047, Prime Minister Modi expressed happiness that even young students share his dream. He further underlined that every citizen's small actions collectively help build a developed India. Emphasizing the importance of discipline, PM Modi said that motivation and discipline both are essential in life. PM explained that without discipline, inspiration alone is of little use. Greek Defence Minister Nikos Dendias is also on a visit to India today. He will lay a wreath at National War Memorial in New Delhi and also inspect Tri-Service Guard of Honour in the presence of Indian counterpart Rajnath Singh. On Sunday, the visiting Defence Minister was in Bengaluru, where he had the opportunity of being hosted at defence facilities and being briefed on India's innovation ecosystem. Railways Minister Ashwini Vaishnav flagged off a new train extension in the northeast through video conference from Rail Bhavan in New Delhi with an aim to improve rail connectivity and boost passenger and economic activity in the northeastern states. Union Home Minister Amit Shah addressed the closing ceremony of the Bastar Pandum Festival at Jagdalpur on Monday. The minister reiterated the March 2026 deadline, stating that the end of Naxalism will pave the way for the development of Bastar and the entire state of Chhattisgarh. Reinforcing strong bilateral ties, the Indian Army handed over 50 military utility vehicles to the Nepali Army at the India-Nepal border. The initiative reflects the Indian Army's steadfast commitment to enhancing capacity building efforts of the Nepalese Army. The Bharat Ran Bhumi Darshan expedition is underway as a tribute to the valour, sacrifice and enduring spirit of Indian Army's Regiment of Artillery. The expedition team is travelling over 3,400 kilometres along India's western frontier, with culminating the journey at the National War Memorial in New Delhi. The Indian Navy sail training ship INS Doordarshan successfully concluded a visit port call at Salalah, Oman on February 5th. The visit marked a key milestone in the ship's ambitious 10-month transoceanic voyage, Lokayan 26. Indian equity indices ended on strong note with Nifty above 25,850 points. On Monday, Nifty was up 173.60 points at 25,867.30. At close, the Sensex was up 485.35 points at 84,065.75 on Monday. Indian rupee ended low at 90.76 per dollar on Monday. Gold futures maturing on 2nd April was priced at 1,57,401 rupees per 10 grams on the multi-commodity exchange. Silver futures for 5th March maturity stood at 2,60,370 rupees per kg on the MCX. Brent crude oil futures fell to $67.4 per barrel on Monday. After Japanese Prime Minister Takaichi's landslide victory, Nikkei briefly jumped more than 5% before settling at 56,919 points, marking the first time the index has climbed above 56,000. Asian stocks surged on Monday, led by China's CSI 300 and Shanghai Composite, while Hong Kong's Hang Seng also rose 1.8%. European shares edged higher on Monday as the Pan-European Stock 600 index stocks was up 0.5% at 619 points. South Korea's parliament on Monday voted to form a special committee to fast-track legislation linked to Seoul's $350 billion investment commitments in the United States under a bilateral trade agreement. Japanese Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi's coalition swept to a historic election win on Sunday, becoming Japan's first female leader to deliver 316 seats of 465 in Parliament's lower house for a Liberal Democratic Party. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, in a social media post on X, congratulated Sanae Takaichi on her landmark victory and expressed confidence that under her leadership, the India-Japan friendship will be taken to greater heights. Addressing a press conference on Monday, Takaichi said that she felt a heavy responsibility to make the country stronger and more prosperous after winning a landslide election victory. Hong Kong court has sentenced media tycoon Jimmy Lai to 20 years in prison, marking an end to a high-profile national security trial that sparked international condemnation. Thailand's caretaker Premier Nutin Charnvirakul Bhumjathai party won a decisive election victory with preliminary results of about 95% counted, showing the party leading with roughly 192 seats. Moderate socialist Antonio José Seguro won a landslide victory in Portugal's presidential runoff election on Sunday, securing a 5-year term. As per reports, advisor to Iran, Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei will visit Oman on Tuesday, days after Tehran and Washington held indirect nuclear talks in Muscat. Israel's President Isaac Herzog laid a wreath on Monday at the site of a mass shooting that killed 15 people, celebrating a Jewish festival on Sydney's Bondi Beach. Herzog met survivors and the families of people killed in the shooting and said people of all faiths will overcome this evil that killed people celebrating a Jewish festival. As per reports, Israel's Security Cabinet has approved a series of steps on Sunday that would make it easier for settlers in the occupied West Bank to buy land while granting authorities more enforcement powers. Venezuela's government on Sunday released from prison several prominent opposition members, including one of the closest allies of Nobel Peace Prize laureate Maria Corina Machado. The freed political prisoners joined protesters in their nightly vigils calling for the freedom of all political prisoners shortly after they were released. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer's Chief of Staff Morgan McSweeney quit on Sunday, saying he took responsibility for advising Starmer to name Peter Mandelson as ambassador to the US despite his known links to Jeffrey Epstein. Norway's foreign ministry said a prominent ambassador, Mona Juul, would step down due to a serious failure of judgment over ties to late sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. At the 78th anniversary of the armed force, North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has called for further upgrading and expanding the country's military power in the coming years. Japan has restarted the world's biggest nuclear power plant, the Kashiwazaki Kariwa facility, signaling a major shift back to atomic energy. A Russian drone strike on Ukraine's southern port city of Odessa killed one person and injured two others while damaging residential infrastructure and a gas pipeline. A Christchurch mosque killer who killed 51 people at two New Zealand mosques in 2019 lodged an appeal Monday seeking to overturn his conviction. He declared that harsh prison conditions had deteriorated his mental health while awaiting trial and was essentially not fit to plead guilty. The death toll in a building collapse in the northern Lebanese city of Tripoli rose to 14 after search and rescue operations ended on Monday. Mexico sent two vessels carrying just over 800 metric tons of food supplies to Cuba after the United States threatened to impose tariffs on countries that supply crude oil to the Caribbean island. All right, we are slipping into a very short break. On the other side, more stories. Keep watching Express News on DD India.
Can the US launch a bombing campaign against Iran? The Philippines vessel suffered structural damage. The saga of child sexual abuse is the United States China's debt trap strategy. Truth is stranger than fiction. But sometimes hard to uncover. Trust us to tell the truth, unadulterated and pure, of every story that matters to you.
Exactly what save your country.
You read between the lines, cut the clutter, and connect the dots to get you the full picture. Watch Connecting the Dots at these times with me, only on DD.
Welcome back. You're watching Express News on DD India. I'm Abhishek Mahajan. Some more stories. Severe storms flooded areas around Jerez de la Frontera, forcing thousands to evacuate and disrupting roads and transport across Spain and Portugal. Extreme weather and flooding prompted authorities to delay scheduled activities in several areas of Portugal, affecting thousands of residents. At least 30 people have died in Colombia after unusually heavy rains triggered landslides and flooding. Colombian officials said rainfall surged 64% above average due to a rare cold front, where authorities warning climate change is disrupting weather patterns. Flooding in northern Morocco killed at least 4 people and forced the evacuation of more than 150,000 people. Moroccan officials warned of more severe weather as heavy rainfall is expected to persist through the week. Indian Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir is facing a severe winter precipitation deficit, with rainfall down 54%. Delhi recorded morning temperature of 13.2 degrees Celsius with strong surface winds as the capital city was blanketed in a thick layer of fog. India's national weather forecaster predicted isolated heavy rainfall activity over northern states of Punjab, Haryana and Uttar Pradesh over the subsequent 3 days. Dense fog engulfed parts of southern Indian state of Tamil Nadu as the national weather forecast predicted similar conditions till Tuesday. Unusually warm winter in Greenland forces locals to push dog sleds over bare ground as snow becomes scarce, disrupting traditional ways of life. The second edition of the Sarthal Winter Festival drew thousands of tourists and locals to the snow-covered valley in Jammu's Kathua, celebrating the region's winter charm. The Kerala International Folk Festival concluded in Thiruvananthapuram with vibrant performances blending local traditions and international acts. Music, dance and storytelling marked the final day of the Kerala International Folk Festival, featuring traditional art forms and global performances. More than 100 dogs of various breeds took part in a dog show in North Indian state of Uttar Pradesh, drawing participants from across India. Organisers said that the canine show, which is being held after nearly a decade, aims to raise people's awareness and interest in dogs. Beijing residents enjoyed shopping lantern displays as preparations ramped up for the Lunar New Year of the horse. Brazil's most famous celebration kicked off as revelers danced and enjoyed the parade of the Sovaco do Cristo group in Rio's street carnival. With 458 neighborhood street parades, the Rio Street Carnival is expected to draw more than 6 million people. Peru celebrated a dance contest marking the festivities of the Virgin of Candelaria in the southern region of Puno. The 59th Dance and Suit of Lights contest brought together about 90 folkloric groups who performed traditional dances in honor of Puno's patron saint. Late rock legend Kurt Cobain's 1966 Fender Mustang guitar is going under the hammer in Beverly Hills next month. The Beverly Hills auction includes a treasure trove of instruments and musical memorabilia that also includes the logo emblazoned drum belonging to the Beatles. Puerto Rican superstar Bad Bunny turned the Super Bowl halftime show into a giant street party, delivering his hits on one of the world's biggest stages. Surprise appearances from Lady Gaga and Ricky Martin during the Bad Bunny performance further enhanced the experience for the audience at Super Bowl. Major trailers and first looks debuted during Super Bowl LX 2026, with Hollywood using the global audience to spotlight upcoming films and franchises. The Super Bowl trailer for the Super Mario Galaxy movie, directed by Aaron Horvath and Michael Jelenic, spotlights Mario and friends on a cosmic journey. Universal Pictures released the first trailer for Minions and Monsters during the 2026 Super Bowl. The animated comedy is set to hit theatres worldwide on 1st July. DC Studios revealed fresh footage of movie Supergirl starring Millie Alcock. The movie is set to release on June 26. Paul Thomas Anderson won the Best Director Award for One Battle After Another at the 78th Director Guild of America Award held in California's Beverly Hills. The trailer of the upcoming Bollywood film Kennedy has been unveiled. The trailer offers a glimpse into its intense narrative and setting the tone ahead of film's release. The Santa Barbara International Film Festival in California celebrated emerging talent at the Virtuosus Awards on Sunday. Former Gossip Girl star Taylor Momsen rejects plans to return to acting, saying she is fully focused on a music career with the band The Pretty Reckless. The newly released trailer for the Ryan Gosling sci-fi film project Hail Mary teases a space mission and an unexpected alien alliance. Indian actors Konkona Sen Sharma and Pratibha Ranta are set to star in Anubhuti Kashyap's upcoming film Accused. The film will release on OTT on February 27. George Munsey struck a half-century as Scotland defeated debutants Italy by 73 runs in the Men's T20 World Cup Group C clash on Monday. In T20 World Cup today, South Africa will open their campaign against Canada in their opening Group D match in Ahmedabad. Earlier on Sunday, co-host Sri Lanka started their T20 World Cup campaign with a 20-run win over Ireland in Colombo. Underdogs Nepal almost pulled off a mountain of an upset against two-time world champion England as they agonizingly fell short of 4 runs in the opening match of ICC Men's T20 World Cup. England set up a target of 185 for Nepal. Nepal led the chase brilliantly and came close. However, England held their nerve towards the end to defend 10 runs in the final over. India sealed a place in Davis Cup qualifiers round 2 after clinching a dramatic win over world number 6 Netherlands in Bengaluru. Tejaswin Shankar won the men's heptathlon event to clinch India's lone gold at the Asian Indoor Athletics Championships campaign with 5 medals on Sunday. Erling Haaland kept Manchester City's Premier League title hopes alive with a dramatic late penalty win over Liverpool. In Milan Cortina Winter Olympics, Norway's Anna Odin Storm claimed gold in the women's normal hill ski jumping event, edging past Slovenia's Nika Prevk. Japan's Kida Kimura won the gold medal in the men's big air snowboarding event at the Milano Cortina Winter Olympics. Meanwhile, in the ice hockey event, the US crushed Finland 5-0 in the women's event as host Italy suffered a heavy defeat. American alpine legend Lindsey Vonn, who suffered a devastating crash and is in stable condition following surgery on leg fractured in Olympic downhill. Seattle's top-ranked defense scored a decisive blow in a 29-13 win over the New England Patriots in Super Bowl LX at Levi's Stadium. Victoria Mboko and Karolina Mukova stormed into the round of 32 at the Qatar Open with straight-set victories in their respective matches. Delhi Dilwale emerged as World Pickleball League 2026 champions with a thrilling 3-2 win over Chennai Super Champs in the finals. Well, that's all we have in this edition of Express News. You stay tuned for more news and updates. Namaskar.